How many brilliant ideas have you read online only to completely forget them a week later? We spend countless hours consuming content, but without a system to manage it, our digital workspaces often collapse under the weight of their own clutter. There is a biological reason for this. Your brain is designed for having ideas, not storing them. To fix the cycle of information overload, you need an external system. You need to build a second brain. We are going to build the foundation of yours right now. You'll need a digital note-taking app, one piece of recent information, and a specific project goal. By the end of this 6-minute process, you will have moved past theory and produced a finished, tangible asset that proves your new system works. Step 1 is setting up the physical architecture of your digital life. We do this using the PARA method. PARA organizes information by its level of actionability. This chart shows the 4 categories: projects for short-term efforts, areas for long-term responsibilities, resources for specific interests, and an archive for everything inactive. Sorting through years of old files is a common trap that leads to paralysis. Instead, use the clean slate hack. Take every single file currently on your desktop and move it into a single folder marked with today's date. Now, drop that dated folder directly into your master archive. Your workspace is instantly clear, but every file remains accessible if you need it later. This setup reduces your cognitive load. From now on, every file you interact with is tied to an active, meaningful goal. Step 2 is extracting value from what you read. For this, we look to the Zettel-Chastain method, a system of maintaining an interconnected database of individual ideas. Open the article or video you chose earlier. We are going to create atomic notes. This means capturing only one complete idea per note and writing it entirely in your own words. Copying and pasting text only creates a fleeting note that is difficult to use later. Instead, synthesize the idea into a permanent note and include a direct link back to the source material for context. Once you have a permanent note, look for connections. Linking new notes to concepts you already have builds a network where each piece of information supports another. This transforms reading from a passive activity into a way of building a compounding knowledge base. Step 3 is progressive summarization. Look at your new note, bold the key phrases, and highlight only the absolute essence of the idea. Many people set vague goals like, "I want to understand this concept." But understanding is difficult to measure and even harder to act upon. To make your notes actionable, we use Bloom's taxonomy of measurable verbs. This pyramid maps out the levels of cognitive effort. Notice how the bottom tiers replace understanding with specific actions like list or explain. We want to elevate the note. By assigning an application verb, you prompt yourself to use the concept to solve a specific problem in your current project. At the apex of the pyramid is creation. Here, you assign a high-level command like design or construct, turning the note into a blueprint for a real-world task. Assigning these verbs shifts your focus toward production. You're effectively building specific assets that help you achieve your goals. Step 4 is expressing your ideas through an intermediate packet. This is a small, reusable unit of work, rather than a massive final project. Take the creation verb you just selected and spend exactly 10 minutes executing it. Set a timer. This packet could be a drafted email, a blog post outline, or a sketched meeting agenda. The goal is to finish a single, usable component. Once the timer is up, move this packet directly into your active projects folder in the PARA system. Completing these small packets helps you bypass the friction of starting a large project. You're making steady progress through finished, usable segments rather than trying to tackle everything at once. You have now cleared your digital clutter, captured a permanent note, elevated your goal, and produced a tangible asset. This graph illustrates how these small contributions can compound over time. As you consistently save and link these packets, they begin to support each other, making future work easier to complete. With this system in place, you never have to start a creative project from a blank page again. You'll have a library of finished packets ready to be assembled. Take the packet you just built and apply it to your project today. Share it with a colleague or use it in your workflow, because direct engagement is the most effective way to learn.